We went live. So I was going to say, I need to the YouTube channel. It's kind of my YouTube channel is it's like the future of it. It's uncertain. You know what I mean? Uh, I once did a calculation. Sorry, I'm gonna have something to drink here because wow. So I had a lot of coffee. I tend to drink too much coffee at work, and then but I want to drive home and not, not crash the car, get home safely. But I do. The coffee at work is free, and if it gets me home safe, that's good. But I do need to. There is a problem, I think, with somebody's joined. I guess there's a problem in security work where you don't want to go to the bathroom too much because you're going away from your post. That's a bit of a challenge, isn't it? But what was I going to say? Yes, the future of the channel. It's like I think I did a calculation once, and in order for me to get my monetization, because that's sort of what the goal is here, right? There's two goals. One is to get the monetization, and two is to sort of, it's like the doing this is kind of like medicine. It's medicinal. If you're creative, you have to do something uh, creative, or you get sort of sick, uh, mentally sort of depressed and what have you. So um, but I said, like I keep saying, the the monetization. I think I did the maths for it. The math for it, and I think it ended up that I would have to do 8 hours of live every day in order to get the monetization. But I think I did that once. It's very it's very kind of depressing, actually. So then you fall back on we're doing this because medicinal purposes. I'm just wondering if this tripod is going to be able to take that, or if it's going to fall over. Um, I enjoy doing the YouTube channel. By the way, I do enjoy it. I think that it's but there we can't beat about the bush here. It I did there are huge gaps where I just sort of abandon the channel. Uh, like sometimes for like 6 months, sometimes for 12 months. This is not helping the channel at all. It really isn't. So I thought I would come back to try and help the channel, but then I've kind of like I realized that it maybe that you can't get to the goal, the monetization goal. It's uh it's kind of a predicament, isn't it? It's a predicament. I know there are those out there who once you tell them about the monetization thing, they're like um they see the what's the word, is it like fruitless, the yeah, there was one guy, uh I think this is going downwards. It's weighted at one. Yeah. I think I've told this story before, though, probably a few times, about the man who discovered I had a YouTube channel. And I said to him, so we must have been at about maybe like 15 years at that point. And I said that, I had this YouTube channel, and I have this YouTube channel, and it's been going for 15 years. And I have I think at that point I had maybe like 200 subscribers or something. And what was it? He said that I should just stop doing like completely stop doing it. I wonder what that is there if I push this button. Highlight, retouch, hide live video, mute flip, create highlight. I don't know what to talk about exactly. I guess we talk about Jurassic Park or something like that. I want to get this video up to at least an hour. An hour long. I'm really getting through the water here. It's actually, what is it? It's 11:49. Jurassic Park was the first one. Okay, so the first one in 1993, I was 12 years old, and it came out, and we walked. I think we walked all the way to the cinema, and we queued, and the queue went like outside, and then it went around the building, and it literally went along the street and then down like this sort of side alleyway. It was a way down there, and we queued, and we got all the way to the almost to the glass doors, and there was this massive ramp. You had to, and we got to the glass doors, and then the person appeared, and they said, "No more, no, full. We are full," and so we all went home, and we had to try again, and that's my memory. That's my memory of Jurassic Park. I don't. It's the same with Willow. I remember the. What's it called? The place where you got the ticket, but I don't really remember seeing the. And it's the same with Jurassic Park. I don't really remember sitting there watching the thing. So, that's Jurassic Park. That's the memories of Jurassic Park. What do I think of Jurassic Park? I haven't seen it in a while. I saw Rebirth, and then I watched Jurassic Park 3, and now I'm on to Jurassic World, the first one with Chris Pratt, which has a rough start, which is funny because Jurassic Park 3 also has a really rough start. But they're trying to sort of explain things, They in Jurassic World, it's the focus is on the two kids, and they're headed to Jurassic World. And it takes a while to get going. When the Chris Pratt character appears, that seems when it's like starts to actually get going. It's actually it's well done, and I could see they had to get it good, otherwise they probably, well, I wish that they felt that way with every movie. They tend to bungle whenever they do like a sequel. tend to bungle it. Although there are exceptions like Jurassic, uh, the Lost World, Jurassic Park, was not really bungled. Um, and the Lost World, Jurassic Park, is where I was now kind of a teenager, well, like an older teenager, and I do have memories of sitting there watching that, and I think I saw it twice, and I think so. My opinion is that the first Jurassic Park is kind of got like problems. Like the Jeff Goldblum character is just a bit, he's just a little bit weird, and he's kind of um. It, there's a continuity problem there because when you get to the second movie, he's completely different. Is it meant to be him when he was young, him when he was old? Now he's older, and he's. I think that's what's kind of going on. It just seems like a completely different character. Um, I really love the second one. I really love the second one a lot. Yeah. So I can't really talk about the. It's been a while since I saw the Jurassic World. The I'm just gonna call it Jurassic World 2 and 3, and then because now we're on to 4. Yeah. Um. Yeah, it's reached 7 movies. That's interesting. Should they have stopped? Should they make a TV show of it? They kind of tried that with Terra Nova. Terra Nova. I only saw one episode of that. It is that would be something to check out. Don't know if it was any good or not, but that would be something to check out. There's lots of things to check out. Uh, Something that I do watch is Silo. That's fairly big at the moment. Um, I just checked it out one time. I was like, let's see what this is like, and it was really good. Um, the It's Rebecca Ferguson, and she's actually, I mean, this woman is kind of, I reckon, goes into like a list of really good actresses, like like Sigourney Weaver, Jodie Foster, uh, Judy Dench. There's Helen Mirren, and then I think that she is that. I think she's that good. There's something about her. So, and she's the main sort of kind of the main character in it. It's about a sort of a bunker that has maybe something like 200 levels, and there's like an engineering section. I mean, it's a bit like a ship, really, a bit like a spaceship in a way. And they've been in there for, I don't know, it's like 100 years maybe or something, and they've never been outside, and there's a sort of mystery. It turns out that they've been kind of the knowledge has been is the word suppressed, and so they gradually have to kind of find out what's going on, and it does keep you like it keeps you on the edge of your seat, and it keeps you sort of guessing. And then there are 2 seasons of it. They had a second season. The second season is good, but I do feel that it could have been better. Um, it's good, but I felt that it had a sort of its problems. Like, I don't know if I want to go any further. Sometimes when you're reviewing something, you don't want to like get too like into the negatives of it because I don't want to put the people off, you know. Because it might be like they might sit there and be like, oh no, I think I'll pass on that. And I have actually put people, I have actually put people off. Um, I've put people off things before, and then I've kind of kicked myself of like, oh no, you just put off, and I don't. They need to sort of like check it out for themselves, you know. I mean, but yeah, Silo. I don't know when the third season. It must be. It might be. I'm not sure. Maybe this winter or something. Um. So there is that. I do want to go into the penguin lessons a bit more because in the short, I don't think I really did a good job on it. I don't know if I mentioned that it's a true story. It's a true story, and it's been compared to Dead Poets Society. Uh, See, I can't remember the Dead Poets Society very well. There's a movie that people like, but he's an English teacher. I'll try and do my best here. He's an English teacher, and he does play the part. I mean, I think that old Steve Coogan is really interesting to watch. I think he's a really good actor. And if you've ever seen they're called what is it? Not the vacate. The oh no, the trip to. So they're called the trip to, and there's like, you know, it's like Spain, or I don't know. I think it was a TV show, and then it turned into uh 3 or 4 movies. And he's an extremely good impressionist. Uh, and I just think that I think this is quite a talented guy. Um, and so he's an English teacher. He's in a foreign country, and there's a coup happening, and going into town is kind of like people are being they're being sort of hurried, like forced into vehicles and taken away. And if you start to, uh, I guess, like freedom of speech, or and he's um, there's a penguin who he rescues, and then the penguin won't leave him, so he has to kind of take the penguin back to the school, and um, and there's a lot of humor in it, and I think this is everything I mentioned in the short. It's got, it's just a good one, and it takes a lot for something to hold my attention. So, yeah. Uh, what are we going to talk about next? Um, I could mention my books. I do write, but I seem to be writing less and less and less, and uh, don't know what to say about it. I am amazed that I have the amount that I have written. That's definitely something new. Um, Definitely something new. I published, self-published, something like 5 books, but it didn't really sell very well. But I mean, you have to like, I'm not doing, you know, what's the word here? Um, I hope to go back to it. It's very difficult for me to do multiple things. I have to, if I'm doing a YouTube channel, then I'm doing the YouTube channel, and I'm trying to like get it as good as I can, and trying to get it's like yeah, just don't know. You gotta keep talking here. What is this up here? What is that one? Zero cats. I can't talk about the Aristocats. I don't know it well enough to talk about it. I'd be struggling to talk about those things too. I'm trying to grab hold of stuff. It's like, what do we do? What do we talk about? How do we keep this going? We're at 21 minutes. This is gonna be a challenge. Um, yeah. The I did see a very funny photo of Groucho uh, Harpo Marx, and he's yeah, kind of his hair is so curly, and it's just yeah, his face is just so funny. Um, I saw what did I see? The Fountain of Youth. Should I talk about the Fountain of Youth? The Fountain of Youth was is kind of it's kind of a bit like National Treasure, and but it's I don't know. I'd I'd love to know if people who don't like National Treasure, if they don't like this, or if it's too, if they think it's just too similar. Would love to know. I thought I thought it was really good. Fountain of Youth, yeah, that was and there was the Predator animation, Killer of Killers, which was also really good. Uh, definitely, you should definitely check that out if you're a Predator fan. Um, we're just sort of quietly waiting for uh, Alien Earth, and we do seem stuck in a loop where we just talk about Predator, Alien, um, Terminator. Um, does seem to be a thing. They say they're going to bring so well, I guess reboot Indiana Jones, and there was talk of Pedro Pascal as Indiana, but I don't think they've. I don't think that's a That's not. That's just. I don't know. I don't know who would do it. It would be. It could be a total disaster. It would be really sad if it was a disaster, wouldn't it? It would be very sad indeed. What would they do though? Would they like remake Raiders of the Lost Ark, or would they do something just completely new? Would they have the Nazis in it? Would they go back to what would they do exactly? I hope that it would be good. I it's the kind of thing that I would probably be forgive. You know, I love Indiana Jones so much that see I didn't hate the Dial of Destiny as much as some other people um, did. Yeah. So maybe I would be more forgiving if they brought it back. Uh, you know, it's possible. It's entirely possible. Don't know if I'm gonna get to the 60 minutes. This is hard. This is really hard to get to 60. You just gotta pick like you gotta pick. This reminds me, this reminds me of the warehouse. In the warehouse, I used to um struggle. I guess would be the word struggle. I was in a lot of pain. I was you know struggling to get through the day, and I would sometimes pick a franchise, and I would go, okay, let's review this franchise in your head, and so I picked something like Rocky or Die Hard. I don't think I could. I just don't think I could do Rocky on the. I don't think I could. We could try Die Hard. I could try doing Die Hard right now. Die Hard. Yeah. Have you seen it? So, first Die Hard. Where was I? I remember I was at somebody's house, and this really was like around about, must have been around about 1990 or something. And I think I've told this story too. I saw the scene with the rocket launcher was like fired down onto uh, the the armored vehicle, and that was the first time. That was the first thing I ever saw from Die Hard. And then of course we saw it at home, and my dad absolutely loved it, and it is very well made, and it's like it's just one of those things where it is really well made. The editing, the pacing, the structure, the Bruce Willis performance, the Alan Rickman, particularly the Alan Rickman performance. And it's interesting because Bruce Willis has to, like, you know, I think that's, what's the word here? The Bruce Willis performance is really good. Um, and you're going up against Alan Rickman, and he's doing that performance. I mean, it was an incredible performance. And the movie's got great music, and um, and then we discovered that it was a bit like that Agatha Christie. What was it? Ten little Indians, or and they're being picked off. I think one at a time, and this is the same with Alien, and this is a common uh thing to do. But with Die Hard, it was the hero, and he was picking off uh, the terrorists one by one. And Die Hard 2 was is also very good, but it's not as good. And I think actually I've talked about this before. I've talked about this kind of thing before, but it seems like it's the only thing I can talk about. Oh boy. So, Die Hard 2, I don't think it's as good because the villain isn't as good. So, oh, my elbow. Oh, the elbow, the villain isn't as good. And that's really kind of screwed up a bit, I think. They have a bunch of villains in it, like maybe three or something. Yeah, which I guess is kind of like, uh, the first one had what was it called, Kyle or something, and yeah, you've got to have a sort of first officer, you know. It's a bit like supervisors, I guess, aren't they? Yeah. So, um, but the sequel, but Die Hard 2 is a good one. Um, you would even say it's very good. It's just, it's not, it's not Die Hard. And then the is, third one's a bit kind of all over the place a bit. It's very well made because it's made by the original guy who did, John McTiernan, and it's very well directed, and uh, you've got two protagonists, and then you've got a villain, but the villain doesn't really. You hear his voice, but then he doesn't really show up for a long time, and then it's Jeremy Irons, and Jeremy Irons is good, but it's not Alan Rickman. It's not the. It's it's not the same. We're comparing everything to Alan Rickman, aren't we? Oh dear. And then you get to Die Hard 4. I don't know if. I'm not sure who the villain was there. Um, Die Hard 4 is pretty good though as well. It's there's some good stunts in it, and I'm not in the group of people who hates Die Hard 4. I think Die Hard. It's been a while since I've seen it though, but I remember it being good. I remember Die Hard. I don't remember much about Die Hard 5, and that's where it's very fuzzy. Like I just don't remember. And that's the end of the Die Hard uh, franchise. There was talk, though, I think, of doing. Was there talk of. They might reboot that, I guess. Possible. Uh, Entirely possible, really. I think they're talking about rebooting the Never Ending Story. They did a Willow TV show. Uh, Ghostbusters. They keep they're like making those. I don't know if they're making another one or not, but they've just been a bit like it's like they don't understand what Ghostbusters is. Uh, it's very strange. It's like it's shifted to a different style, and Ghostbusters, the original two, were it's like they got four comedians and that who were all really good. They were all really funny, and it's possible they did like ad libbing. I don't know. I don't know the behind the scenes stories of Ghostbusters, but I think it's just it's the new ones are just so different. So Ghostbusters is kind of they call these mismanaged uh, franchises or mismanaged uh, and there's Star Wars, the movies anyway, they were definitely mismanaged. Yeah. Um but they're trying hard to fix that with they've shot The Mandalorian and Grogu is being filmed. It was completed in 2024, December 2024, and it will be released. It will be released in 2026, and we'll see what that's like. And it may. They also announced that Ryan Gosling will is going to be in a Star Wars movie called Star Wars Starfighter. And that actually sounds that was gonna I think that was gonna be a TV show, but they're looking towards the movie theater instead, or turning these things into movies. Um, they even said that it will probably be like with the Mandalorian movie, it would probably be like it would have a if it was a big success, it would have a sequel. So they may be writing it. they're 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 obsessed with these trilogies, aren't they? It's it's a it's a bit of a problem, isn't it? It's kind of in a way killing the things. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else? This is where I kill it, and this is where I kill it, and I don't then I come up with like other things that I could have talked about uh afterwards. We could go on to the true life stories. Yeah. I always feel like I want to redo the shorts because I don't quite I think they need planned out a bit better. But um what was I gonna say? There's one short where I'm talking about what happened to my parents, and they were the neighbor across the street turned violent, and he appeared at their front door with a stick and started hitting the stick off the window and was eventually taken away, literally taken away in a straitjacket and probably like injected, with a sedative. And that's unusual. But the longer you live, the more like stuff you see, and this could, I guess, happen to you at some point. It's a scary thought, like the people uh, around you suddenly going crazy. It turned out he hadn't been on his medication, and yeah, it's a scary one. Uh, We once had this incident happen here that was quite spectacular, and I just wish I had gone out with my camera. I don't know why I didn't, but we were hearing, it sounded like explosions, like boom. And it was, there had been a extreme ice storm, and the ice was like on the branches of all the trees. The ice was thick, and it was causing the sort of the big cylinder things, the electricity. I guess they're called transformers, but I don't really know exactly. But uh, they were blowing up, I think, and I should have gone out there and filmed that. So it's like one of these, this is one of these things that was, I do remember it. Another memory is waking up, and it was like there was a sound like we were inside a tornado, and then I went back to sleep. It's like, who does that? Woke up, and and then I think went back to sleep. And then the next day there was like the signs on the are they called freeways, highways? Um, there were signs that were like shredded, like, yeah, extreme weather around here. We get extreme rain. It can get, and we just had a terrible thing happen with so the death count. There was a flash flood, and uh, I think they're at 130 dead, and a whole load of children. It's a big, it's a historic, it'll be a historic thing. Um, they were in an area that's just flash flooded, and there's nothing really anybody could do about it. And I guess they either, it was kind of, I mean, I saw some footage, it was a bit like a tsunami. And when you're in a tsunami, you just get, you just get crushed by things. Um, so I guess you either drown or you get crushed. Like, yeah, pretty bad. Uh, we had another incident. So that incident went internationally. Um, the media was internationally um, famous or infamous. And we had another thing that happened. I don't know the year on this, but it was like a piece of road that was icy, and there was like there were cars and there were trucks and there were 18-wheelers, and they just kept piling into each other. Huge. It was a huge thing. It's a huge incident, and it became internationally famous as well. There's a footage of that one, and it's crazy, just crazy. Uh, but I guess I'll go now. It's pretty hot in here, and I have kind of run out of things to say. Although I did manage to get it to 44 minutes. We could try to get it to 60 minutes. It's not easy getting to 60 minutes and just keeping it going like this. This is not easy at all. There is a hot sauce here, but I don't know. I can't really talk about it. Hot sauce chili. Yeah, it's still sealed. I don't know what that's like. I would like to try though. I actually will be trying that soon because I'm running out of the others. So yeah, probably will be trying that soon. Um, Okay, right, let's stop it and farewell and adieu, and I will I'll see you all in the next one. Uh, yeah, still live.